Hello, everybody. Welcome to Level Up Academy. Happy Thursday for everyone who's listening, everyone on YouTube, everyone on LinkedIn, and everyone on Facebook. How are you guys doing today? We're going to start. I'm going to show you my new intro for my TV show starting next week, Thursday.
I'm on my own, broken and alone. I feel the rain crashing down all around this empty town. I'm searching for the lost.
Join us in the heart of personal transformation with Level Up Circle TV, your exclusive gateway to unlocking your inner potential and achieving extraordinary results. This TV show is your secret weapon for personal and professional development, packed with valuable insights, expert advice, and real-life success stories. Are you ready to take the leap and transform your life? Don't just watch, participate. Tune in, take notes, and then take action. The journey to your greatest self starts here. So, get inspired, get motivated, and get ready to level up. Join us and let's embark on this transformative adventure together. Click that remote and let's start making your dreams a reality. Are you a curious student, eager to learn new skills and make your mark in the world? Or are you a professional seeking to advance your career and unlock your full potential? You need to be equipped with effective soft skills like communication, problem solving, teamwork, and more. The Level Up Academy by Doc Leland bridges the gap between education and employment through transferable skills training. Get the soft skills you need to be more effective at work. Happy Thursday! Big shout out to my sister from Southtown, Danielle. Hey, Chico. Hi, guys. You guys are watching. Happy Thursday. Yeah, we're partying to the weekend. How are you guys doing? We're going to be packed with meditations. Might as well enjoy the music. Yes, we're going to rock it today. We have a lot of announcements to make. A lot of things we're going to talk about. And everything is always to help you. So the intro that you saw is actually going to be my intro for next week, Thursday. I want to publicly apologize to Russ Hedge. Bro, if you're listening, I apologize. I definitely dropped the ball. I'm actually wanting to make sure that you guys understand Level Up Academy and how it's working, because it's like someone asked me, CJ, I don't understand the 25 distribution channels and the 10 distribution channels and all those channels. I said, listen, I knew what my vision was, which is the Netflix of education. I know what my mission is, which is to level up the world through education. But the process in between is down and dirty. That means you got to be adaptable. Okay. Like, let's just be honest. If you're a founder, you know what I'm talking about. So when I started my podcast back February or March last year, I had 0 following. Obviously, everyone has to start from 0. And I grew that to 6 continents, 78 plus nations and countries, about 200 million followers on the MP3. MP3 is separate from live stream. So when people says I have a podcast, it's really a live stream if you're just doing video. Now, let me explain. The MP3 is an audio only. It is in 25 distribution channels from like Apple, Spotify, Deezer, Notes, iHeartRadio, all of those radio stations that you listen to on the radio. That is where my podcast is MP3. That is a different publicity. What I do is I extrapolate. I didn't say all, but some of my people who have really good audio in that podcast. And then you basically have free publicity for yourself in the whole world. So I'm taking you global. Key word is free. Okay. Then within the live stream that I do on Wednesdays, starting next week, Wednesdays is going to still be free publicity because I want the world to know. My mission is to level up the world through education. I want the world to know who you are as a person. What do you do for our community? I want more people to pay attention to what are your superpower? What are your choices that you make every day that helps others? And you're probably wondering if you're watching this on replay, like, "Ugh, I'm a nothing, I'm a nobody. Like, there's no way people would be interested." You need to reframe that. You are somebody, that's why you're here. You just need to find your purpose and you don't know what your purpose is. It's okay. That's why we have a community, a circle community to level you up wherever you need to be, right? And no judgment wherever you're at, whatever your walks of life, because we all have flaws. That's just being human, unless you're an alien I don't know about. But that's the beauty of community, right? Accept you for your flaws. Just make sure that you are a person that's not all about like me, vanity, money. Um, Everyone has a chance to be the kings and queens in my tribe. And so I always try to elevate my community member who's ready. But don't engage me because you just want to push and pitch slap and this is my business and that. That's not the free publicity you're going to get from me. And I definitely will cut you off in life. I have no problem doing that. The reason being because I want to make sure that everyone who is in this show have the ability to show up for themselves truly from the heart. What is your aches and pains? What are some of the experiences you've had that got you here today so that you can share with people so that the people who's actually still suffering from whatever they're suffering today can be inspired. We're here to inspire the world, really, at the end of the day, and give you hope wherever you are, anywhere in the world who's watching, right? Because that's our job as brothers and sisters, because truly we are brothers and sisters. You just don't know it yet. Anyhow, I really do push and give you homework if I engage. And I got a comment yesterday saying, I've been following you, I've been talking to you for 6 months, but I never got homework. Does that mean that you don't like me? No. It just means that I didn't see you ready yet because I move fast. Doesn't mean you're less than either. You are enough. It just means that in order for you to be given homework, you got to be ready to show up because from there, I move fast. I'm telling you. By the time you know it, you're like, what happened? Why am I in here? It's because I move fast. And people in my tribe wants to do good for the rest of the world because that is my mission. So if you haven't had homework yet and you're like, when is it going to be my turn? It just show up, keep showing up, right? That is really the key, not just for my tribe, but for anybody. You need to show up for yourself. Okay. There's a lot of books coming up, and I will make that announcement in a minute. And I cannot wait for me to share with you guys what is happening in my tribe. So I'm going to show you also, and I showed it yesterday. I'm going to keep showing it because a lot of people work hard for this. Okay. And they basically work hard on the global summit. And I'm going to keep talking about it because the tribe showed up. This is called Level Up Circle TV. It's going to be on Thursday, Amazon Fire TV, Apple, Roku, Android, Apple TV, Facebook, and LinkedIn, obviously. And I think they're going to also do Instagram. And I'm not really positively like how they do that, but I belong to a TV network. And they're actually going to hit Samsung and some other thing on starting January. I am working on a Level Up Circle community where we sell courses. If you are a business, you can have a directory in there. It is a membership only community right now because we need money, obviously, to run the whole thing. But it's something that I understand as a founder that needs to be affordable to belong to our community as well. There's always going to be free community, always. But there's also when you're ready to level up, you got to pay to play. That's just how it works with life, right? And I make sure that when you play, it's something that is valuable for you, that your money is worth it. We'll have speed networking on a monthly basis just to say hello. We'll have a speed networking that's free, and we'll have a speed networking that is not free, because that means you're going to get a workshop. You're getting something out of it for your business, and this is for specific for business owners only. Um, so you learn how to level up your business, whether it's sales, whether it's marketing, whether it's publicity. But I'm pivoting not only to sell courses, but also pivoting into the arena of books soon. I'm working on my memoir. I'm going to do publishing. I'm also going to be doing courses and ramping up Level Up Academy for courses, because I've been teaching for 10 years. So I have courses that I can definitely that will cost you $10,000 per class. I will make sure that it's affordable for you. And then in my own way, I am certified on instructional design. So we're going to get that going as well for you. But Level Up Circle, this one right here, if you wanted to replay for speed, well, we don't have speed network anymore, but Global Summit replay, you can actually access it here, all 6 of them, for the whole entire Global Summit and all the panelists conversation. Now, I will extend this offer on November 4th for everyone's offer on here. Let me tell you something. These people are so amazing more than anything. And part of the payment that you actually put on here goes to the Lahaina victims for the fire, because I'm still trying to work and help out that side of the brother and sister that we have, right? My offering, you will not get a video, and I put here TV time limited to 10 because that's what I wanted, just to 10 people, because it's only $50. And actually, the TV time, because we have to pay for airtime, it's not for $50. Okay. But if you notice in here, it says 30, because I'm not going to name names, but my daughter put 30 in there, thought she was funny, that you guys wouldn't catch on. But anyway, I can't delete it now. So I just leave it there. And it will be done, and this will be taken out by November 4th. So all the Global Summit people, you can sell your items and everything else that you put in here, you work hard in, for after November 4th. You can definitely sell it out. Okay. But not until then. And then also, obviously, if you are in my Global Summit, you can put your directory and your business for free, because you did put time with me, and I appreciate your time and effort. So I will put that in there as well for free. Anything else that you need, let me know. Okay. Now, I wanted to invite you guys, because I've been on the Rattled Awake movement, volume 1. I wanted to name names that who's dear and near in my heart, especially because they were on my Global Summit. So, a couple authors here is Lisa Marie. Lisa, dear sister, I love you, is on here, Rattled Awake. Michelle, South Africa, right? That one, Lisa's from Tomorrowland. Michelle is from South Africa. Dr. Trung, obviously my guest today, my special queen today, is also on this book. Wendy Weissman, I know she's in the hounds. And Crystal, my dear sister, was also in here. And I want you guys to read this book, and it's free right now if you have Kindle. And so take advantage. And I want to read an excerpt of part of Crystal's book, because she named me on there. She said, it's kind of emotional, but I'm going to just calm down. The upside down was being able to breathe freely again, not worried about upsetting him by saying no, not tonight, or making sure that hide the girls' snacks so that they have them instead of him. Being free to be me again was the best feeling in the world. But I had to rediscover who I was first. In doing that, I truly became free. I could laugh again, play again, with knowledge that now I am free to make mistakes and learn from them in a healthy, normal way. Dr. Constance Leland told me that my story is important, that it needs to be shared. I agreed, kicking and screaming along the way, laughing out loud. You know what, though? She's right. It's true. In that, I took back my voice. Together with her expose and now this chapter, I found my voice and want to help give you yours back. That is so powerful. Crystal, thank you so much for even dedicating a paragraph about me. You have no idea how that means to me. I have always worked hard for me before. And when I found that it's more fulfilling in life, that I found my purpose to give back to my community more than just me. And every effort that I made from moving forward and here on out is for my community. And you putting me on your chapter where you didn't have to, I appreciate you so, so much. I'm getting a lump. I don't want to cry. I have really good makeup right now. I can't cry, okay? But anyway, I'm very touched. Thank you so much for doing that. You have no idea how much that means to me. I'm gonna stop now. I'm gonna pivot now. We're gonna bring Dr. Trung before I start crying. Because I don't want to cry. I have good makeup today. Okay. So let me introduce this dear sister before I put it in. And hopefully Lonnie Ray and Crystal's on the chat here and they can put the link for the Kindle book for Rattled Awake. Please get it and read it. So Dr. Nu Trung, she is a pharmacist, yes, introducing, she's a transformative journey to empowerment and mindful living. Embark on a profound journey of self-discovery and empowerment as seasoned functional medicine holistic practitioner, brand ambassador for both the Story Institute and the Burnout to All Out team. She has over 20 years of industry expertise, and she is remarkable path from clinical pharmacist to thriving entrepreneur is an inspiring testament to her transformative power of awareness and mindfulness meditation. And that's what we're going to have today. Dr. Chang's personal evolution from a super working mom entrenched in corporate America to a holistic visionary championing well-being offers a compelling narrative of resilience and change. The pivotal moment of her own burnout, a distressing encounter that led her to hospitalization due to stress-induced sepsis, ignited her purpose. Through unwavering determination, she reclaimed her physical and mental well-being, shattering the chains of pharmaceutical dependence through holistic living. That is a wow moment for me, right? And at the heart of her calling lies her profound commitment to guide others towards their health aspiration. Infused with mindfulness and meditation, she empowers me and you to incorporate small, meaningful changes into your lives, right? Little baby steps. Because leading to remarkable transformation is all about commitment. And so if you have big, huge steps, you don't want to do that anymore because it's overwhelming. So she does it in baby steps. By doing that, she's fostering a culture of intention and purpose so that she can reinforce her passion, her kindness, and her love that she propels burnout professionals like you and I and entrepreneurs to soar to a new height of well-being. So she's an advocate, mentor, and business development partner. She also has passionate about getting your unique gift out there, right? Waiting to be unveiled. And sometimes, really, it's all about unlocking your full potential. So, in her journey of transformation, empowerment, mindfulness, and purpose is converging into one so she could create a tapestry of wellness, prosperity, and boundless gratitude. I can't even begin how the whole galaxy and the whole universe just literally with us together. And then when the first time we talked to each other, we were like, we knew each other for 20, 30 years. It was really amazing. But I'm going to stop talking now. And I can't stop talking about her, but I'm going to stop talking now. Are you guys ready? Yes. Yes. Are you? Hello, sister.
Hello, my sister from across the state, but we're so much aligned, so much.
It's
It's so
so
funny.
exciting. It's so exciting to have you here and, getting you out there. But before I start asking you with information, you have a couple of things that you wanted to share in terms of your consulting, in terms of your newsletter, in terms of your book. Like you have a lot going on. Talk to me.
Oh my goodness, I don't know where to start, but I want to start saying thank you and my gratitude's always to have me on the shows and for those who are listening. It's just to know that we are on cross path for a reason. So I'm here with all of you, sending my love, prayers, and lots of positive energy and healing to everyone. Just that's how I like to kind of start. But thank you, CJ, Dr. Constance Leland. And I'm here really to really lock arm with my sister to level up everybody. A lot of things that we do, ultimately is our why and our purpose. And I really see a lot of things that, I guess when we're either paving the way or as a trailblazer and doing things that are different, or others might say, why are you doing that? Let's say, why are you having, let's say, a PharmD, a doctorate degree in the pharmacy? Why are you doing a shift? Because I see a needed, a needed of awakening for a lot of people, because on the business entrepreneur, it's very lonely, right? We do a lot of hustling. Everything is, no, I got it. I can do it, because you're the one Wonder Woman, the superpower there, or the Superman out there. But really, it's all about really taking the steps and coming back to who you are, and don't lose value. Because I see a lot that wants to do a lot, but you have to hone into your value, your why, your purpose. Because when you don't align things, people will pick up, right? People with high sense will pick out immediately. So you can't hide. You can't just, even if you hide so much, your tails will come out. So really, I want to share some of the things that I've been kind of on the projects on. And really, it's just my calling to be a messenger via whether it's my newsletter on mindfulness, momentum, or being on podcasts. People, reaching out to me saying, I want you to be on my speakers, be inspiration, motivational for others. Because when you be you, really, really you, don't wear the mask, because we know we all have masks. Mask of a mom and a different hat. When you wear a different hat, then you have a different vibe going on. But really, when you really own up to your inner self and you really align, everything will match up and everything will be a transformation. And when people say, yeah, that's a bunch of BS or whatever, I'm telling you, because it went through so much, not only for myself and others. When you really be open mind to receive, and with a non-judgmental and non-expectation. Because let's say when we're talking about mindfulness and meditation right now, this topic, if you come in with a mind of, oh, I want this for myself, I want my family, health and wealth and all this, it's about me and all self-centered. Do you think that the spiritual, the higher divine going to give you that because you haven't done the work, right? It's like saying you got to give more than you take, right?
I know. Yeah.
So
Well, before we go on to the meditation, I do want to take us back, and get to know you a little bit more, because a lot of the people hear you on Susanna's podcast, right? Especially in our tribe. But I really wanted to get my connections to know, you're going to be on my TV show soon. So before we get to the meditation, I want to think back 20 years ago and find within your timeline some of the significant changes in your life that got you here where you are today. We talked a little bit about, your burnout. We talked a little bit about your sepsis, but kind of summarize, in about 5 minutes really, on how from 20 years ago, what we were thinking versus where you are today.
wow, it really is a lot of challenges. To summarize it, I always, from a little girl, I came to the US as an immigrant, not knowing the language and being, judged and call names and have racist comments and whatever it is. But a lot of things have gone through. If I tell you, I've gone through trauma, I've gone through grief, I've dealt things that I think we can unravel slowly and not fire hose people. But it's a testimony of things like, going through family death, in a new land, not having no family, no money, no nothing, just literally maybe 1 or 2 pair of clothes, with you, and knowing that you're poor, you have nothing, but you have to start somewhere. Your parents made the sacrifices for you. And then, the purpose of life is whether I've always identified myself as different, meaning other people always see me as different. So I guess I put myself in that box as being different. And I've always been the black sheep in the house. I'm always different. I'm always questioning, or I'm always thinking, what about this? What about that? How about we can do things, And when we as society now, as kind of flashing back, we see some of the things that society and the cultures, we put ourselves or others and saying, no, you can't do that. You can't speak up because, you got to speak out, can't be disrespectful to our elders, like in our cultures, right? You got to stay in your lane, right? But a lot of things, what if you go to multiple lanes for the better? What if we merge? What if that highway and the intersections we combine? I mean, a lot of things I think is starting out with the trauma that I've always having to keep on having, say, why does my father pass away when he's so kind, loving? Why does, I get being trauma or being whole, I guess I can share on it, being as a hostage, let's say, people might not know that, but don't judge the book by its cover. There's things that we gone through, but it's a testimony of our belief on I make the sacrifice. And I wonder that today, because choosing to let go of others and saying, take me, versus holding a lot of people in that store, flashing back right now, it's really calling my purpose, because I've lived my life because of serving. I want to be a messenger, and it's always been in my DNA, but I didn't really feel like I need to speak up about it, right? Because I've gone so much trauma, grief, that are, even to today, people might call me dumb, stupid, or whatever they want to call, but I'm still have that passion of, because they don't know, maybe they're ignorant, they just know whatever from their childhood, their cultures, or however they're being brought. And we need to pray for those people. Those are the one that needs our prayer more than the one that's doing great, like, doing things for the world. But it's being bypassed that and seeing one another as brother and sister, without being judged that you're black or white or Asian, Caucasian, Hispanic, or whatever you are. And I've always struggled with why people always label, right? Because that's bias right there. They always say, oh, you chinky, you this and that. Grass is not always green on the other side, one, because people don't shine the darkness, right? They only shine what's pretty, even on social media. But we have to really be supportive. And when you really, in your heart and soul and an image, and you love and you want to share, it radiates, and it is a testimony of things that it didn't change who I am, because I didn't change the bitterness that life hit me. I still stay true to me. And it's awakening moment when my coworker, was about to attempt a suicide. And I was like, wait, if you saying that if I wasn't here, just being my present, being kind to someone, and being there and listening to them for you, who you are, you made a difference. So that moment of, oh, look at all the flashback that I've gone through. But really, people, when listening to me right now, going through troubles or triumphs and challenges, I want to tell them that those are for you, not it happened, why did it happen to me? It happened for you. So you can be stronger to help those who are in that moment 5-10 years before you or now. You have to overcome it, because it will make you much stronger. You have a purpose, you just don't know. When you piece all that puzzle all together, it's all your knowledge and skills and their life experience, it makes you a powerful house that it's like you are uniquely you for who you are. There's no one like you. There's no gym like Dr. CJ, right? There's only one kind. So when we lift others up like that, their belief it start within, it will shine so bright that it's gonna make someone blind. They need some sunglasses. But it's
I'm like,
really
where is my
because
sunglasses? Oh my
but
God. It's
it's just
true.
a chill breaking, because when the moment I say I'm gonna elevate my voice and I'm gonna make it happen, it was just that moment of thoughts and inspirations. I want to help others. When you have that really sincerely with your thoughts and heart aligned, I swear it will come. All the things that we talk about, it's coming, it's unfolding
Because
before we even
it's
came
loss of
together.
attraction. It is
Yes.
loss of attraction. You need to sometimes, because I tell people scientifically, okay, not my research. I do research on the side, not my research. Scientifically, 95% of us is subconscious, right? 5% is conscious in our brain. Whatever consciously we're talking right now, okay, that's 5%. Anything that you're feeling, anything that you're thinking, that's from your subconscious, and
Yes.
it's feeding it every single day. It's the same cycle. So if you don't like your life right now, you need to take a look and really make an effort and said, stop. I don't like my life right now. What is stopping me from changing it? And usually people will say, I don't have money. That's the first thing that comes out of your mouth. I don't have money, so I can't do this. How do you think the poor people are still so happy? How do you think the poor people still live? They don't have money, right? It's not because of money that makes you stop and redo your stuff. Okay. It's because of your passion for doing something. And sometimes it's really hard for people. And for us, you and I, it's easy to pivot and change and see. And even then, it's still hard because of the journey, right? But here's the
Yes.
thing, for some people, it's even harder because our culture is so Asian culture is very all about push and push and push and push you to the limit and keep pushing and pushing. And it's like, okay, where's those limit? And push and push. And then there's more and keep pushing until, because that's our culture. In some culture, that is not their culture. It's like I heard one of my girlfriend's son, and my girlfriend's like, "Oh my god, what grades did you get for quiz?" And she's like, "A D plus." And she's like, "Yes, we get D plus." I was like, "Man, I get beat if I get an A minus. What are you talking about? D plus celebrating?" In the core of me, it's bad, right? But it's like, hey, if that makes them happy, who am I to tell them that? I don't have the right. That's not my culture, right? And that's the thing too. It's like in our world, we need people to support others, and even us, we need support for each other, right? And even though we come on strong, I constantly talk to Susanna. Okay, I vomit my issues on Susanna. I'm like, I'm so mad at this person. She's like, are you okay? No, let me just talk. And she's just so quiet. She's such a good listener. I'm like, okay, I need help. I need a divine intervention right now before I get wrinkles. And you kindly offer that. And Danielle, she texted me, all the time. And today she's like, I can't make it to the podcast. I'm like, don't worry. And now she's like, oh, I can. I move things. Little things like that really like push me to that core. And I'm glad that you said that. But I wanted to talk more about like this. I mean, could you share a particularly memorable success story or turning point in your journey that our listeners might find inspiring?
Hmm. You want to hear success?
Yes.
So I think, we all mentally, whether we acknowledge or not, we always, the worst critics will be us, right? It doesn't matter what other people said. They can say, oh, you're doing great, but then you're like, oh, no, I'm not really doing great. And all the noises, it gets to you when you really become to the point that, yes, you're aware of the surrounding, but it doesn't make an impact to you. It doesn't make you stray or like make you turn, pivot, because then you lose sight of your why. And the transformation is by you doing the work, right? It's like like the lotus, like in the mud, right? You still bloom in a pretty lotus, and it doesn't be muddled by the muddy water. So if your transformation to the point that you rise from it, for one, and then you affect others to become that next lotus, that is how I see the transformations. Because of if it's like, when we talk about movies, then when you see the things that are, even when I was doing prayers and meditations, and we're from a spiritual family from a little girl, but as life happened, my nephew commits suicide. It's to the point that it makes you question, right? Question your belief and spirituality, and you have to dig even deeper. And as me, like as a working mom with two little kiddos, sitting on doing meditation when the kids wake up, just imagine, do you think they're going to sit still and let me do? And then if the in-laws are around or the husband, we say, who are you? You should be doing this. The daughter-in-law, right? The wife function as the mom, right? You can't be doing all that. That's something that you need to be a nun or monks, right? But really, it's for your own sanity. But just imagine those kind of comments. It makes you either you can give up, right? It's a decision. You can either give up at that moment, or you can continue pushing through. I had tears coming down, and I'm still going through it because I trust the process, right? I trust my master to lead me, guide me to keep going. And when I realized, little by little, later on, I was just doing a meditation. They're just sitting down, doing meditation with me. Others are affected. That is transformations. When you talk about other people, ripple effect by your actions. You don't have to say all the negative, and you don't have to do anything. It's just by you. And when I went to help on the hospital the other day, seeing them, and they're like, you have this vibrant, like you changed, because you don't see the physical change, but there's things in you that you will change because you've done the inner works. That transformation it's like it's hard to describe, but you will see it, like in a room of somebody that, let's say CJ invite me in a room of 10 people. I might have that one negative vibe, and I said, I'm not going to make a comment, but later on you come back into me and say it. It aligned because I picked those up. Because you seek inner, you can pick out all the other noise.
So
It's
true.
amazing.
It is. I used to deny it a lot because our culture, we're not, like you said, we're seen but not heard, right? We're seen but not heard. And sometimes we're not even seen or heard. You're like, go in the corner, go sit there. I'm always in trouble. I'm the most talkative. My teachers in elementary were nuns. I get erasers thrown on my face. Shut up. And I was like, oh, okay. I had to literally physically put tape on my mouth so I don't get in trouble. I used to pray like 100 Our Fathers and Hail Marys because I went to Catholic school. I get in trouble all the time. And I'm like, what is wrong with me? I think I need to triple my prayer to help me have, discernment. And I used to question that when I was little because, oh my God, I talk too much. I get in trouble. And, and that's how it is. But now, if I'm in the room, I'm in the room. Danielle can attest to it. I might be 5 feet tall. I'm the loudest. I'm going to be one of the loudest in that room. That's just who I am. Like, I can't help it. And I feel vibrations. I kid you not. If I see a negativity, or even I don't have to see you and I just feel it, like there's something wrong. And when I feel like within my sister's tribe, when there's someone feeling down, I text. I'm like, are you okay? They're like, how'd you know? And I was like, I don't know. It just feels in my gut. Like something is up that I had to text you. And it's that alignment because we are energy beings. We really are. And Danielle read my book portion from Rattled Awake, and thank you, Lana Ray, for that opportunity. But it's just so amazing. There's no but, by the way. It is amazing. But Danielle actually read to me and said, hey, I had to stop because I could relate and it was kind of painful, and to reflect. And for her to read my book and really entrench in that emotions that I was trying to convey, means everything, means the world to me. Because that means I made a difference and that my message resonate. And we're talking about your nephew, who committed suicide. I just had a girlfriend who lost a son 2 days ago, right? And
it's daily. It's not just the mental health is so important. That's why whether you were a kid, whether those who are listening, starting their journey or a business, even if you're 6 figures, 7 figures, it doesn't matter. Your mental health sanity is so important.
and it's her only child.
Oh my goodness.
She's in a coma. She's not waking up for the last 3 days. I think she's in shock.
Yeah, she's in shock. Wow.
And they are lots of money, but no money amount of money you can pay and throw right now to get her son back. So it's really important more than ever to really get our energy and stop the scarcity mindset and stop the I'm better than you. Collaboration is so much better, guys, more than competition. If you're a business leader and you're wondering why your team hates your guts, don't look at your team that they're wrong. Look at yourself and what you're doing and ask for help and say, hey, team, I know I've been micromanaging. I know I've been such a pain in the you know what. Can you guys help me? Right? Ask for that help. Get the ego down because this is why we're in war. And I hope to God we're not going to go in World War III. I don't like to talk politics on my show, but like I'm still also paying attention because there's so many pains out there. And I don't know, but are we going to hear how does meditation and mindfulness helps with our business, sister?
So when we talk about all the things, right, our mind too will tell you to either give up or to continue on that journey of your why you doing that business in the first place, because you will have moments when financial is not good, right? When we're doing a million things and you're like, did I went into business to do all that in a rat race again? So making decision and being mindful of all the things, not only you start with you, your thoughts, actions, and everything, and not judge it, but also your family, your business is internal customers and external, those who are working with you alongside with you, and those who are outside, right? How are we showing up, right? Being mindful of our thoughts, because don't think that our thoughts are not powerful. The moment you radiate our thoughts, it will become your action. And then what does your action do? Either you take it and run with it and execute, or you analysis paralysis and, oh, I'm scared and not do it. Meditations will hone in to give you clarity, will give you stress reduction, because you're not in a state of flight or flight, like just I'm on a constant go, go, go. So there's got to be time when we take breaks, whether if it's just 5 minutes a day. And when you tell me you don't have 5 minutes a day or just 10 minutes a day, whatever it is, start with that. The little time that you have, time block it. Put it on your calendar, put it in your alarm. But I guarantee you, if you start with small changes and be aware of those moments on your mind, what you focus in, and you're able to see it, and it's like reprogramming your mind. And you can redirect it to even a powerful, because then your decision making, your focus and clarity, and you being more creative will show up. But you can't expect that. You don't want to come in and just like, okay, even if you're walking, take a break, take a walk, make a notice of how things are. If you walk and you see, even if it's in a gloomy day, see how things are. You will see life unfolds. The winds at you, right? The birds, the sky. The other day I was gonna take a picture. It looks like storm coming in, but then it also looked like hearts or hands reaching together, like helping one another. It's about being positivity. how you see a situation, it will turn out that way, right? Your mind is like, because people think my meditation is I'm having to sit down like monks or nun or whatever. They're in the temple and thinking, or yoga, but really meditation, it's not just that moment. But because we're not there, we have to train ourselves, train our monkey mind to sit still for a moment, or walk in about 5 minutes, take a 5 minutes and walk, being mindful, being aware of all that, right? All the things that thoughts are coming. When you're showering, what are the thoughts are coming to you? Maybe is it being creative or things, and start journaling those down. If you don't have those, some people doesn't need journaling. Some people can just like, okay, I got it. I'm going to do it. I don't need to. They got it on their head. Some people need to write it down. It's different on how you learn, but make sure you hone into your really, really why. Start out your day with gratitude. That's powerful. Or if I want people who really want to start and say, well, how it's not really, because they haven't really trust the process. They're really expecting going in and saying, I want to see a transformation. Success does not happen overnight. People who looks like they've got it, I'm telling you, they do not just flip over and say, oh, here, I've awakened and I know I'm going to do this. I'm aligned to
It
my
doesn't.
purpose. No. So it's a lot to unravel, and everyone has a uniqueness. Don't let others tell you otherwise. That's why me and sis right here will tell you, yes, you are a gem. Just get with your vibe, with your community, those who you feel aligned, and they'll help you.
Mm-hmm.
Reach out.
Mm-hmm.
Don't feel like you're, because I've seen, and it's really how you train your mind, because there's moment that I can see, I was like, oh my goodness, how someone treat you so bad in a toxic work environment. I can see why someone will flip to the point that they want to cause harm to other. They're gonna like, no, I'm gonna not give a, and that's why there's violence. But if we're able to control our mind, right, and not let others dictate, don't give the power to other people too much. When you give the power of their words and to you, so are you telling me that whoever, friendship or not, or family, whatever their words, it affect you that much that your whole world gonna collapse and you don't feel like you're not gonna do anything else? And you're gonna bawl into and cry or whatever it is? You have to find, no, it's like, because I've seen that it makes you, I've been there to the point of, am I really, I feel hopeless, right? But I want to tell people, when you feel in desperations, either you seek others who are aligned, who can listen to you, or you hire divine. Because I'm telling you, right? If people believe in Buddha, God, or whoever, or even just believe in yourself, that you are an amazing soul, you're here on this earth for a reason. Be grateful that we are all alive, right? No matter what part of the world we are in. If you
Mm-hmm.
think of, there's much more worse situation that can happen to someone else, then you will be grateful for what you have. Start there. Start there and taking small actions. How can you transform your life better, your business better? Maybe learn from people who are more successful than you. Don't be, they call it jealousy, to take the envy to the jealousy to the point that it turned bad. But you can make it as, oh, that's an inspiration. Maybe I can work
Mm-hmm.
toward something like that if I want to. Like, right? Everybody have their
Nothing is
own
stopping you.
story and unique.
Yeah.
Yep. The only
I
limiting
wanted
belief
to
is yourself.
share the recording you shared with me. Can I?
Oh, the meditation, yes.
Okay, so let's see if I can do this and make it, because I think this really it helps me. By the way, thank you, sister. I love you for this. So the world is watching. Okay, let's see.
Hello, and welcome to the Awakening Your Purpose
Oops.
Meditations. I'm your host, New, and today we're going to embark on a journey of self discovery and mindfulness. If you're new to meditations or seeking a moment of inspirations, you're in the right place. Before we begin, find a quiet and comfortable space where you won't be disturbed. Sit or lie down in a relaxed position. Close your eyes and take a deep breath in and inhale. Deep breath in and exhale slowly. Feel the weight of the world melting away as you turn your focus inward. In this moment, I want you to acknowledge that you are meant for more. You are here for a purpose that is uniquely yours. Allow this understanding to fill your heart with a sense of empowerment and possibility. As you breathe, let go of any tensions or worries you may be carrying. Imagine each breath as a gentle breeze, clearing away any clouds of doubt. With every inhale, envision yourself inhaling positivity and light. With every exhale, release any negativity or self limiting beliefs. Address any pain or challenges you might be experiencing. Embrace them with compassion, for they are a part of your story. Remember, your pain is not a definition of who you are, but a stepping stone on your journey to becoming stronger and more resilient. Visualize yourself in a serene garden, surrounded by beautiful, vibrant colors and the gentle flutter of butterflies. This is a place of growth and transformations. Just as the caterpillar emerges from its cocoon as a beautiful butterfly, you too can transform and embrace your true calling. You are a vital thread in the fabric of existence. Each thread, each life has a purpose. You contribute to the grand tapestry of life in ways that only you can. Embrace this interconnectedness and recognize that your actions, no matter how small, have significant impact. Now let's turn our attentions to your true calling. What fills you up? What fills you with passions? What brings you joy? Imagine stepping into a life aligned with your purpose, where each day is an opportunity to move closer to your destiny. Remember, discovering your purpose is a journey, not a destination. Just as the sun rises anew each day, you have the chance to begin again in each moment. Embrace the process and be patient with yourself. As we start to wrap up this meditations, gently bring your awareness back into your surroundings. Wiggle your fingers and toes and take a deep breath. When you're ready, open your eyes. Carry the sense of empowerment, inspiration, and purpose with you as you go about your day.
That is so Amazing. Like, I feel my tension right here because I was so stressed out about this morning. I was like, I'm gonna be late for my own show. Oh, that's why I texted you. And I was like, CJ, what is happening? It's like there's just so much going on and I need to recenter myself. Like recenter. So thank you for that. So sister, I know we've been talking a lot and thank you so much for imparting knowledge. There's so much more to talk about, and I cannot wait to have you on the TV show where we're going to make more impact and legacy. And today's more of introduction to my connection all over the world, um, to really get to know you. But before we end this show, this is always my last question. If this is your last day today on this earth, what would be your parting message to your current and future families in terms of living life, legacy, and impact?
I think no matter what you do, no matter where we are, we should love one another, be kind to one another, have more compassion for others. And when you really sincerely have a heart of gratitude, when you practice gratitude, your life will change. And look at the legacy, like how are you showing up for your kids? How are you showing up for your next? Those they seen and they're so smart. So when we see the challenges around our own life, how are we able to create a better life for them, a better world for them? It's not about us. It's about the next generations, about what's next to come. We have a lot of work ahead of us, but a lot of things is kind of being siloed, challenges that we all overcome. But if we collaborate, we work together, we're going to make an even bigger impact. Because always stay true to yourself and align with your values and purpose, right? And when you show up for others and you with your value stay true with that love and kindness and compassion, I don't think there's nothing that you can't do. And it's just, and we are all one. It doesn't matter what religion, what race, what nationality, what language, what industry we work in. We all can learn from each other. Continue always learn. The more you learn, the more you don't know. Don't think that you know a lot. No. Continue on learning because it's okay to be you. You're wonderful. So the
Yes.
legacy continue on and passing on that love and kindness and compassion because that's going to make us a better world. How are we making our better world? By being you. How are you starting being the you? Lift
But
others
be
up.
part. That's amazing. I love that. And your legacy will stay on unless the internet will totally shut down for the rest of the world, for the rest of our life. This will always continue here, right? And you're right. You know, it's about us, but it's really about the future. And we could talk about the problems all day long, but we should not be part of the problem. We should be part of the solution. And this is what I'm going to part you guys today. Kindness is the currency that enriches the soul and fosters a world of abundance for all.
Yeah.
So you guys have been amazing. Sister, wait for me on the room. We still need to chat. And I
Let me
will
get.
end.
You want me to tell them nuggets before we leave?
Yes, go
Because
for it.
being a practitioner as a pharmacist myself, I want to tell people whether they know it or not, and it's proven that when you embody yourself in love and kindness, you radiate, but also your health conditions. So if you want to be in a long haul in your game in the business, you need to have a healthy life and body and soul. Like if you have heart problem, high blood pressures, high heart rate, all of those, you will be able to use meditations, mindfulness meditation to help you reduce those. So that way you can eventually get off of the medication or take less of it. If you're taking 1 to 2 pills, take a half. But really take ownership of your health, of your power. Take that power back. Don't believe everything that you do. And holistically, we all can heal. And then when you believe and you have open mind, it can heal not only just those symptoms, it can heal cancer and other things. I'm not going to talk about here because we have powerful mantras, meditation and all that can elevate a lot of other things. But I just want to say, because coming from a background, I want people to have that belief because it will transform your life. Not only your health, but your business. Because when you're healthy, your business will thrive. You have a mental clarity. You're calmer. You're not angry at your employees, right? Or the process. Trust the process. Go with the ease. Go with the flow. Stay with your intuitions. Pay attention with the right intentions. You're going to get there with love and kindness and compassion. I wish nothing but the best to everyone.
Thank you,
Love you
guys.
all.
Thank you. Bye. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you. I will see you guys next week, Wednesday. We'll have Evan McVie and basically the brother is from Hawaii. So that's what we're going to be able to talk to, get to know more. And thank you guys so much for tuning in today. I appreciate you. Thanks for watching another episode of Level Up Academy today, brought to you by your none other host, Dr. Leland. Please do not forget to hit subscribe or push that notification bell so anything that we have an activity on at Level Up Academy, you will be the first one to know. If you would like to be a guest in our podcast, both on the MP3, audio only, and also here on live in our YouTube channel, please let me know. DM me. Let's connect. Have a fantabulous day. Bye, guys.